Day 2 of Cambodia. Went to the gym in the morning because it's been a while and I had some time. Before going to the Genocide Museum, had a really great tour guide for this, but not sure how much I can talk about it out loud. I will try write some interesting details in the caption. This cell was named because you could meet that specific survivor at the museum. And then after lunch headed to the killing fields, which is a memorial. Around 18,000 were killed and buried in these mass graves. And there's a tree where they leave offerings, specifically for the children's spirits. Afterwards went back to the room to do a bit more work, and then out in the town for dinner and lots of karaoke. And guess what I'm catching tomorrow? A bus. Day 3 in Cambodia, and we are saying goodbye to Phnom Penh and going to Kampot. Find places in Cambodia to be just as expensive as back at home. The monster was $2.70, but the iced chocolate was only $1.74. Was caught out in a storm, but by the time we got by the river, it calmed down quite a bit. So I decided to go kayaking, get ready for the blurry videos, because I was trying to protect my phone. But fortunately the weather did continue to clear up, and it was really quite beautiful. Then got pulled off a 6-meter high diving board. Met lots of friendly doggos. I was told they were in good care, so hopefully this is all alright. Dinner was extraordinary tonight. A good old red curry. And got on a tuk-tuk to the 7-Eleven. First one in Cambodia. Had the best Haribos of my life. The pool's still open, but it did get cold quite quickly. Joined in a quiz. Didn't do very well, but more Cambodia stuff tomorrow. Day 4 of Cambodia. Passing this secret lake, which isn't a secret anymore, on the way to a plantation. It was a pepper plantation and tried various different types of peppercorns, all of which spicy, but I am now a spice connoisseur. It absolutely burnt my mouth. But it was a really cool activity to do. They support a local school and have really good working standards for the people who work there, which is aided by the tourism and the cooking class. Of course I did one of those. Had fish and mock, which is one of their traditional dishes, and vanilla peppercorn ice cream. Went back for a dip in the pool because the weather was turning out amazing today, which was lucky because we went on a sunset cruise tonight and saw a fantastic sunset. I have shared this on my story, but I just can't get over how incredible it was, especially as I've been quite unlucky with the weather over here. It was a real highlight of the week. Didn't catch videos of dinner, but here's the cheesecake. That was actually really good. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. Day 5 in Cambodia. Leaving Kampot for a little island. And this morning the bus needed a little help getting to the train station, which was running late, so I had a little snack. Honestly, I've had grub before in Thailand, so frog wasn't that unusual. When the train arrived, it looked really small, and was scared not everyone was going to be able to fit. But we got our seats and travelled on the train for 2 hours. Got out at the stop where we were going to get our ferry, went to the only place that was really open, had a doggo sniffing after my snacks. Got on the boat, which was really great, because I love being windswept. It was just really funny. And a bus and a train and a tuk-tuk and a boat later, we arrived at the island. Found the little bungalows we were going to stay in. Here they are. We did a little vlog of our own. Very pretty. Then went to the beach, had a bit of a swim and found some shells. And then started going around the island exploring and chasing after the sunset. Found a nice cliff bar, but it was very busy. All the best seats were taken, all the Instagrammable spots, there they are. So after making sure I caught some of the sunset, I went looking for a different viewpoint, which was a place that was kind of shut. It's not really open yet. And then when the sun went down, it was lightning. More tomorrow. Can't believe it's day 6 on the Cambodian vlog, guys. Woke up and went straight to the beach, and I happened to fall and trip over a rock. So I decided to share a few of the bruises, a few of the different bites, whether they were like ant bites or mosquito bites or the Dalmatian spots I got, to compare to the glamorous side, which today was snorkeling and going to a beautiful beach.
having a beautiful fruit bowl, walking along said beach and seeing some incredible little crabs. It's really indulging in the paradise of it all. I am in my sunset era. My current motto is chasing sunsets. They're just incredibly beautiful here in Cambodia. Went back to the island and in the dark went to go see some plankton, but now I'm going for dinner. More tomorrow. Day 7 of the Cambodian vlog. Started with sunrise before checking out today, but before leaving the island we went to a rock pool. We were taken by a guide who has 2 lovely dogs. Spent the whole morning here, really indulging in the paradise element of it, before heading back to the island, walking through the forest and getting a pizza for lunch. And then we went back to the beach, again another doggo following us. This is the last time we're gonna have a beach day for a while as we head back to the mainland. So we got some snacks from the 7-Eleven. I got nice choc because it's my new favourite thing. Didn't quite catch the sunset. And this is an abandoned village. Loads of money was put into it, but after COVID there just wasn't the investment anymore. So there's about 420 abandoned buildings. And tonight we're heading on a sleeper bus, sharing a cute little double bed. It feels like a sleepover, having our leftover pizza. More tomorrow. Day 7 in Cambodia, and we started with a 5 AM wake up, arriving from our sleeper bus to the best hostel in Cambodia. So went from rags to riches after a couple hours sleep. My favourite part of the hostel is definitely this cute little kitty who woke everyone up this morning with her meow. Have breakfast before heading out to check out one of the floating villages. There are 1,000 families that live there. During rainy season, it triples in size. So in dry season, some of this water isn't even here and turns into roads and they use cars. But they have everything here, including schools. There's a huge festival going on in Cambodia right now. So we did a stop near a Buddhist temple. Apparently it was the day for trying new things. Bamboo sticky rice and some more grub. Tried some different insects. B and I tried a beetle together, but she wasn't as brave as I was. She made up for it with a frog. We went back and did our laundry. Only $3 before heading out for dinner. Again, another wild choice. Into the night markets tonight. Saw a bit of the nightlife, but heading out to Kampot tomorrow morning. So after trying a mango sticky rice ice cream, headed back for an early night. More tomorrow. Day 9 of the Cambodian vlog, and we are going to Angkor Wat for sunrise. One of the cultural wonders of the world. Monkeys and temples are exactly what I was expecting from Cambodia. Also explored 2 more temples. In Buddhist temple and Taprom, which is the temple that Tomb Raider was filmed in, and also inspired Temple Run. After exploring the temples, we went and saw the rats. These hero rats are really important. They help find mines, and after the wars there were still loads. Got to see how they were trained so that they can go out into the field. In Cambodia there are still 1 million landmines to be found. Went back and got ready for a pool party. I did have to do some work, so I thought I was going to miss out, but I got lucky enough to join in just at the end before going out for dinner and going out. Of course, I had to go out with a bang with karaoke. Reaps, nightlife is buzzing. Played some foosball and lost every game. Hit all the must-go places, and that is why the vlog is a little later than usual. More tomorrow. It's day 10 of the Cambodian vlogs. Spent the morning going to bakeries before having to say our final goodbyes. Then, with no plans for the day, decided to go on an adventure, road tripping rural Cambodia. Some of the scenes were spectacular. However, we tried to go up a dirt mountain and it didn't go well. We survived with a few cuts and bruises. We gave the bike a good clean before giving it back, and ourselves, which the rain helped with, before going out for dinner and seeing the circus. They're super supportive of the arts here, and everything in this shop was either made by a student or supports the students. And honestly, it was a spectacular show. I adore this part of the cultural exchange as well. Circus du Soleil often come and scout these guys every 3 years. And recently they picked up a new artist from their crew. And because it's another early morning tomorrow, went to a 7-Eleven to get some snacks and headed back to the room.
It's day 11 in Cambodia. Grabbed some French pastries for breakfast before heading out. The elephant sanctuary where we made food for the elephants and fed them. Watched them act lovingly and affectionately towards each other and be playful. There was one that was splashing around in the water. There were a couple of friendly elephants, a couple of naughty elephants. This one came out and headed straight towards us. In the sanctuary there were only 10 elephants. Mostly they were rescued from working in the temples. There's around 70 to 75 that still work in the villages. Most of the elephants ran away from Cambodia when the bombs were being dropped during the wars. During this excursion we were given a buffet lunch as well. Then we headed back to Siem Reap and got a massage, of course. Then I had to go back to the room and work, and I feel really good about getting one of my major assignments done. Only a couple more before Thailand. Then went for a dinner show tonight. The place was incredible, the food was incredible, and the show was incredible. We were given Khmer tapas, and the desserts were a bit sweet. The performances were full of culture, colour, and tradition. A magical way to spend my last night in Cambodia, heading back to the hotel to pack and getting ready for the next adventure. More tomorrow. Good morning, today is a travel day, so we woke up early to go to the market. Didn't expect to see the local one, but even for souvenirs everything's a lot cheaper at that time. Then I headed to the new airport. There was no one on the new roads because there were about 7 flights. Even the staff were excited and taking loads of selfies around the building. They only had one little cafe open in the corner, so I got myself an iced choc.
You could only get Wi-Fi at one of the expensive shops, but then I was on the flight. This is the shortest flight I've ever had on this side of the world. Also, this new airport is quite far from the city, so these villagers are outside watching. They probably have never seen a plane take off before, so that was quite cool. The food was incredible. I watched Elemental and I cried. Really good, recommend. Touchdown in Singapore. And what a beautiful airport. I mean, the contrast couldn't be bigger. Going from an airport that's really brand new and quite limited to a really sophisticated one that has like robots serving you. It was quite bizarre and disorientating. I was even brought around some free food, tried an ungodly amount of different flavoured popcorns. Did end up buying some popcorn and seaweed. I was exhausted by the time I got to Sri Lanka, but I've made it and we'll start a new adventure tomorrow.